The quiet revival is underway. From online Christian influencers to an increased belief in God, religious leaders say Gen Z or Gen Z is reversing a trend of religious decline that's been seen across the West for decades. So it got us wondering, what is driving this hunger for faith? Our producer, Lauren Toffin, takes a closer look at what's happening here in Canada.
A recent study in the UK found the number of young adults ages 18 to 24 who believe in God grew from 21% in 2021 to 45% in January of this year.
We are seeing slightly higher rates of religious service attendance, for example, amongst younger age groups. So, for example, in Canada, that 15 to 24-year-old age group, there's about a fifth of them who are attending religious services at least once a month.
In 2024, Canadians ages 18 to 34 attended monthly religious services more than any other generation.
But religion is coming back because people are realizing, I want an anchor for my life. I want a community that will reflect back to me who I am and love me for who I am.
Sarah Hahn from Tyndale University says Gen Z is showing more interest in authentic connections and spirituality than prior generations.
There's just a lot more bigger questions that they're asking, and so they're seeking out answers to those questions. And a lot of them are finding their way into churches to find some of the answers to questions like, what am I here for? What is my purpose in life?
22-year-old Nathan Michael recently returned to St. Paul's after spending years questioning his own beliefs.
You start to ask big questions about the world and who you are, and I just started to ask more questions about faith. Living life well, you have to live an examined life. You have to take stock of wow, what do I have? What are the beautiful good things in my life that I have to be grateful for?
So Lauren Toffin is one of our amazing Your Morning producers. She's joining us in studio this morning. What a really interesting piece. This is a conversation that I'm seeing in so many different areas of my life as well. Religion, as we know, has been declining for decades. So what is it and why is it that this generation seems to be causing a reverse of the trend that we have been seeing?
Well, a lot of it has to do with COVID. A lot of the young people that I spoke with, what they told me was during the pandemic, they were actually looking for a sense of connection, community, and just an overall deeper meaning in the pandemic. And where a lot of them actually found it was through religious services online. Because a lot of religious institutions, they were moving their services online to YouTube and TikTok.
Which was a smart move, right,
Yeah,
Lauren? Because
definitely.
people were glued to their phones. We didn't have anything else to do. And especially to reach a broader audience, right?
Yep, and it worked. We also saw a lot of the rise of religious influencers during that time. But it's important to note that the data that we've actually found in Canada is that it's not so much that we're seeing a huge resurgence, but it's just the rate of decline has actually leveled off.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I know you've got some stats for us to take a look at.
Yeah, so Angus Reid actually did some polling, and they found that between 2023 and 2025, Gen Z was the only generation to actually have an increased positive view on religion, whereas every other generation, their views on religion actually significantly declined.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I want to jump to this increase in men, specifically young men becoming more religious. We have been hearing that. Is there accuracy to that? How accurate is that?
Well, there is a lot of reporting out there that is suggesting that young men, especially young Christian men, are essentially leading this religious revival. But what the data from Canada and the US is actually finding is that it's not so much that young men are becoming more religious, but young women are essentially leaving religion.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
So that's where you see that discrepancy in the numbers.
Yeah.
Lauren, it is a fantastic report that you've put together. We really appreciate it. Thank you so much, especially for coming in.